Good morning and a happy Saturday. Today is going to be a chill day. We're not going to do a whole heck of a lot, but maybe go to the grocery store, run to Walmart. I need a new TV for my bedroom, so that's exciting. Nothing major, but I just need a little bit of an upgrade. We have like a small 32-inch TV in there right now that's probably about 15 years old and it's in desperate need of replacement. So we're going to do that today. Yeah, otherwise it's just a chill day. We're not really going to do too much of out and abouting today, but a little bit. And it will just be nice not to be thinking about work and the stress that comes along with that and just doing things for ourselves today. Probably going to do some grooming on my animals. My poodle and my Yorkie need some haircuts today. I know they're going to love that. So I'll probably do that. And then maybe some cooking. Of course, there's always cleaning on the weekends. We all know that. So, anyways, we'll bring you along for some of that. And hopefully we'll see you there. We are off to Wally World. Going to go get me a new TV for my bedroom that I've been asking for about 10 years.
I finally caved and let her buy it.
Yep. I'm going to buy it. Yep. I've had it with that little tiny TV. My eyes aren't good. I like to watch my YouTube videos at night. Not my personal YouTube videos, but I like other people's YouTube videos at night. Mine are good too, don't get me wrong. I hope so at least. Anyways, but we're going to go get a new TV and I am going to pay for it myself so that he doesn't have anything to complain about. Let's go. Straight back first.
They moved a bunch of shelves around.
Yeah, they've always moved stuff around here. We got our new bedroom TV. Yay. Now the challenge will be getting it up. First, let's get it in the car. Got it? Need some help?
What?
Ah, you got it. And it fits. Yay.
Oh yeah, we could have gone one more size up and it still would have fit.
It wouldn't fit in our wall.
It'd have been super tight. This one will be tight on the wall. This will be just enough.
Yeah. Hopefully it goes up easily.
Oh, it'll all be easy.
Well, let's find out. So, it's a different day, but we got the TV up. I'm pretty excited. Check it out. Look at that. He even put an outlet in behind the TV so we no longer have the cords hanging down. Progress. I'm happy. Miss Silas came up to visit today. She's very excited because it is mid-November, but it's pretty warm. It's going to be in the 60s today. We're not going to have very many days like this in Wisconsin, so it's a get it while you can type of weather. And she is definitely going to try to get it in today. She's excited because I opened the window for her so she can go out and look at all the birdies and the squirrels and the chipmunks. Right, Si? Are you happy? Yeah, we won't have too many more days of this. Pretty soon, it's going to be too cold to even go outside, let alone open the windows. Yeah. Say hello, everyone. Thanks for watching all my shorts. I appreciate it. She's so photogenic. She's such a good girl. Yeah, you are. You got something on your ear, though. Think Gamma must have dropped some kitty cat food on your head. So it's all over your ear. We'll have to wash that off. Yeah. Sunday night, and it's time to start getting ready for the week ahead of us. So I think I will whip together a beef stroganoff. It's super simple recipe. Basically, I get everything, all the ingredients into my crock pot. I have a Hamilton Beach crock pot that has this insert in it. So I'll mix all the ingredients in the day before and then have everything ready. And then tomorrow morning before I go to work, I'll insert this into the crock pot and then it cooks while I'm at work. So when I get home from work, then we have dinner ready to go. So it's a pretty simple recipe that I like to make, beef stroganoff. Just what looks like about 5 ingredients. So let's get started on this. We'll get this ready for tomorrow, and then that way me and Rick and then my mom and stepdad, who we have a side-by-side. So basically they live right next door to us, and I often like to cook for them because it's just me and Rick at home most of the time. The girls are busy and away and in college, so it's just us. So I don't want to waste food, and I like to make a lot of it. So now I feed my neighbors, aka mom and stepdad, too. The first thing I like to do is I take some sirloin that we've cubed up. So I'll put that into the crock pot right away. And you don't have to brown it. Not much you have to do to it. I just usually dump it in and then it's ready to go in no time. So first thing first is dump the stew beef in. I usually do about 1.5 pounds each time I make this recipe. I'm actually going to double it. So I'm going to do about 3 pounds of beef. I'm going to double it because we're going to be feeding my mom and stepdad and we want to make sure there's enough. So first thing I do is I put in the beef into the crock pot, and then after that you're going to have about 1/2 an onion. So for a double recipe, I cut up an entire onion, diced it all up, got it all ready to go. So I'll just dump that right on top of the stewed beef. Ooh, those are some strong onions. Whew. All right. So we got the beef in, we got the onions in. Next thing you're going to do is, I like to put a little seasoning on things. A little salt, a little pepper. I really like adobo. I buy this from Amazon in big bottles so it lasts forever. But I'll just sprinkle a little adobo right on to the meat and the onion that's in there. And then I'll also add a little bit of pepper. And you can put some salt on too, but I think the adobo has enough salt, so I don't really put too much more on. And then you're just going to take 2 cans of Campbell's Golden Mushroom Soup. Because I double it, it's 2, but if you were only going to do 1 batch, it would only be 1 can of soup. Now Twinkie decides she wants to talk because she knows that I'm cooking, so. Twinks, what are you doing down there? Are you going to help Mama? Make sure Mama doesn't spill anything on the floor, okay? So I dump in both cans of golden mushroom soup. And then I will go in and fill up each of these cans with like 1/4 of the way with water. And it kind of takes any remaining soup that's stuck in the can. It will actually take it out so you're not wasting anything. Alright, so I got 2 cans full of filled up 1/4 of the way with water. And just mix that right on top with the soup mix and the meat and the onions. And then the recipe calls for 1 tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. Worcestershire, whatever, however you say it, Worcestershire sauce. But it's good, whatever it is. I don't really use measuring spoons for this. I just put it in. You can eyeball it. But I'm going to do I'm going to do 2 tablespoons because I'm making a double batch. But otherwise, it's a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. And then I washed up a bunch of mushrooms here. And what I'll do is just dump those right on top. And then everything will just go and hang out in the fridge until we decide to throw it in the crock pot tomorrow. So, I don't know if you can see all this, but I will show you. So, basically, that is just everything all mixed together, and it's just sitting in there. Nothing special, nothing fancy. It's just going to hang out until tomorrow when we put it into the crock pot insert. For now, we're just going to cover it on up and throw it in the fridge. So we'll come and visit this again tomorrow. I probably won't show you the part me putting it into the crock pot, but you just put it in the crock pot. It's pretty easy, pretty simple. But I will show you the part that when it's all done, and then the final process is adding the cream cheese to it. So about an hour before you want to serve it, you want to go in and you want to put in 4 ounces of cream cheese. So that's half of a brick of cream cheese. But because I'm doubling this, we're going to use an entire brick of cream cheese. And then you just let it melt into the stroganoff until it's basically creamy and you don't see all the clumps of cream cheese anymore. And then once that's done, then you just make your egg noodles, and you would just follow a recipe in the back of a bag of egg noodles. And that's it. Your stroganoff will be done. So very, very simple, and it will be delicious. It always is. So, but we'll come and revisit this tomorrow when it's all done and ready for cream cheese. Hi guys. So it's the next day, and my stroganoff has been cooking all day long. It's been on low on the crock pot for about 8 hours, so it can even go longer if need be. I was actually fortunate enough to work from home today, so I didn't have to rush to get home, and I can do this earlier than normal. So, what you're going to do now once it's been cooking all day is just add in the cream cheese. And like I said, I'm doing a double batch, so I'm going to use an entire block of cream cheese. It's an 8-ounce block. If you're just doing one batch, you would do half of a brick, so 4 ounces of cream cheese. But what I typically do is I will slice it up inside of the wrapper in little cubes, and then drop those cubes into the stroganoff. It just helps it to melt a little faster. We have hungry people here that don't want to wait all day, so just make it go a little faster than normal. So, once you get it all cubed up, and this is what it looks like when it's all cubed up. And this is what the stroganoff, let me show you what the stroganoff looks like. It's been cooking all day, so now it just needs the cream cheese. So let's go ahead and drop these in cube by cube. And I usually put them in different spots. I don't like to put them big clumps all over. We want it to melt evenly throughout the stroganoff. And go ahead and drop the cream cheese in, and then once everything's in, put the cover back on and let it melt for about an hour. Once it's all melted and the clumps are gone, it is ready to eat. Basically, you just make your noodles up and on top of the noodles. I usually put a little bit of parsley on top just for color. And then that's it. You really only had about 30 minutes of work to do, so it's a great meal for a working mom or working dad or anybody that's just busy throughout the day. So it is all done. I'm just waiting for my noodles to cook, but this is just a sneak preview of what the sauce looks like when it's all said and done. All the cream cheese is melted. I did end up turning the heat on to high for about 30 minutes just because I felt like the cream cheese was taking a lot longer to melt, longer than I wanted it to. So I just bumped up that temperature up to high, and like I said, about a half hour. So melted all the cream cheese right up, turn it into that really pretty sauce. And now we just wait for the noodles to get done so that we can dish it up. All right, noodles are done. Let's plate this up. Looks so yummy. I know it smells really good. Just getting some plates ready for my mom and stepdad. I think Twinkie's a little upset because she wants some. Twink, Twink. You barking? All right. So, I'll just wipe the edge of this plate a little bit here. Spill a little bit. And then, like I said, I usually just garnish with a little bit of dried parsley flakes. I just put a little bit on, and it's just for color. And so we'll just put some of that on each of these. And voila! Easy peasy beef stroganoff. And it's always really, really good. So, this is what it looks like when it's all done. Well, let's go bring it over to my parents now. Hopefully they like it as much as I do. Well, they said they love it. They were very excited, and they look forward every time I cook for them, which is a really nice feeling. It's nice to be appreciated. Not everybody appreciates little things in life, like just cooking a meal. So it's nice to have that, and they're enjoying, and it's cold out, so it's a nice warm meal for them, and I know that they are eating healthy, so it makes me happy. But with that, I'm going to close this video out. Thanks for watching all of my little bit of fun that I've had over the last few days. I'm excited about my TV and excited about cooking and excited about just doing things that I like to do. It's the little things in life, so remember that. But until next time, have a great week.